Imagine a world where emperors were gods, senators plotted in the shadows, and the fate of civilization hung in the balance. Welcome to the Roman Empire, where power was a double-edged sword, and the line between glory and destruction was often blurred. From the grandeur of Augustus to the madness of Caligula, the Roman Empire was a stage for some of history's most dramatic stories. Today, we're going to explore the tangled web of intrigue, ambition, and betrayal that defined this ancient superpower. Let's begin with one of Rome's most enigmatic figures, Emperor Caligula. Known for his extravagance and erratic behavior, Caligula's reign was a roller coaster of terror and spectacle. But what drove this young emperor to madness? Caligula, born Gaius Julius Caesar Augustus Germanicus, was the son of a military hero and the nephew of Emperor Tiberius. His early life was marked by tragedy, with his father's untimely death and his mother's exile. Despite these hardships, Caligula rose to power at just 24, cheered by the Senate and the people. At first, Caligula seemed like a breath of fresh air. He granted pardons, lowered taxes, and even recalled political exiles. But beneath the charm and generosity, a darker side lurked. Caligula had a fascination with the divine, often dressing as gods like Jupiter and Hercules. He even went so far as to declare himself a living deity. As time went on, Caligula's behavior became increasingly erratic. He spent vast sums of money on absurd projects, like building a bridge across the Bay of Baiae, simply to prove he could. He turned the palace into a brothel, hosting wild parties that lasted for days. And he delighted in public spectacles, feeding Christians to lions in the arena. But Caligula's most infamous act was his paranoia. He saw conspiracies everywhere, even among his closest allies. He became known for his cruel punishments, often torturing and executing anyone who crossed him. The Senate, once his supporters, grew weary of his rule and began to plot his downfall. The conspiracy was led by Cassius Chaerea, a disgruntled Praetorian guard and one of Caligula's most trusted officers. Chaerea had been humiliated by Caligula on multiple occasions, and he saw an opportunity to strike back. He gathered a small group of loyalists, including senators and other guards, and hatched a plan to assassinate the emperor. The day of the assassination was January 24, 41 AD. Caligula was attending a festival in honor of the gods when Chaerea and his conspirators made their move. As Caligula walked through a secluded corridor, the group ambushed him, stabbing him repeatedly. According to legend, Caligula's last words were, "Strike, but wait until you see my face." But the story doesn't end there. Caligula's death sent shockwaves through Rome. The Praetorian Guard, now leaderless, scrambled to find a new emperor. They found Claudius, Caligula's uncle, hiding behind a curtain in the palace. Despite his timid demeanor, Claudius would go on to rule Rome for the next 13 years, proving to be one of its most capable emperors. Caligula's reign was a cautionary tale of the dangers of unchecked power. His story serves as a reminder that even the mighty can fall victim to their own ambitions. But the drama didn't end with Caligula. The Roman Empire was filled with stories of power struggles, betrayals, and human drama. Let's fast forward to one of Rome's most infamous love stories, the tale of Emperor Nero and Empress Poppaea Sabina. Nero, who rose to power after Claudius's suspicious death, was known for his artistic ambitions and his fiery temper. Poppaea, on the other hand, was a woman of unparalleled beauty and cunning. Their relationship was as passionate as it was tumultuous. Nero was married to his stepsister, Octavia, but he soon fell deeply in love with Poppaea. Determined to make her his empress, Nero divorced Octavia and exiled her. But Poppaea's ambitions didn't stop there. She wanted more power, and she was willing to do whatever it took to get it. Nero and Poppaea's relationship was marked by jealousy and violence. Nero became increasingly paranoid, convinced that Poppaea was having affairs behind his back. One day, in a fit of rage, Nero kicked Poppaea to death while she was pregnant. The incident shocked even the jaded Roman populace. Despite his personal scandals, Nero's reign was marked by significant achievements. He promoted the arts, rebuilt Rome after the Great Fire of 64 AD, and even established a new capital, Neropolis. But his reign ended in tragedy. Facing rebellion from the Senate and the military, Nero took his own life in 68 AD. The year that followed, known as the Year of the Four Emperors, was one of the most chaotic in Roman history. Four different men, Galba, Otho, Vitellius, and Vespasian, each claimed the throne, leading to a series of brutal civil wars. In the end, it was Vespasian who emerged victorious, founding the Flavian dynasty and restoring stability to Rome. These stories of power, ambition, and betrayal are just a glimpse into the fascinating history of the Roman Empire. From the rise of Augustus to the fall of the Western Empire in 476 AD, Rome's legacy is a complex tapestry of triumph and tragedy. As we close this chapter, let's take a moment to reflect on what these stories tell us about human nature. The Roman Empire was a civilization of contradictions capable of great beauty and great ugliness, often at the same time. Its leaders, from the wise Augustus to the mad Caligula, remind us that power is a double-edged sword, capable of creating and destroying. So the next time you hear the phrase Roman Empire, remember the stories behind the history. Remember the emperors who ruled with wisdom, the ones who succumbed to madness, and the countless individuals who shaped the course of civilization. The Roman Empire may be gone, but its legacy lives on in the stories we tell today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more gripping tales from the Roman Empire. And if you have a favorite Roman story or emperor you'd like to see covered, let us know in the comments below. Until next time, farewell, like, share, subscribe for more stories.